Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities Skylines. Now in the last episode we kind of like started constructing our Nightlife district that is coming along. I've actually deactivated the theme manager for this because I think that some things went a bit wrong, and I'm just rebuilding it now with normal international buildings, and as we can see it's just looking much better. We get all these different cute buildings here as well, commercial leisures, and of course, well, ice cream. You need ice cream with karaoke. In this case here, there is traffic flow still fine as we can see, and I'm just waiting here basically for this whole area to grow further. What I would like to do now is I would like to get rid of this industrial zone. We have it at the moment working. Yep. But it's actually doing, well, doing two things. First of all, it is causing high pollution and noise pollution close to my residence now. And also, it is causing a lot of traffic, truck traffic especially. It is, of course, creating jobs, but we have better means for this. We have a university, we have office buildings that we can have. So what I would like to do now is, we can afford this, right? I'm going to get completely rid of this. But before I do this, we need to find a new space for heavy industry. And just in general, far away, there is this area here that is fertile. So it would be a nice agricultural area, but we already have our agricultural district that we want to grow then into this area. So I'm going to have a new industrial zone in these flatlands, right? So this is just a plain area in nothing right now, in wasteland, nomadic wasteland. Got some nice lakes around that I will use for my city later, but for now we can use this area. So let's get cracking on this. We have the tracks here too. That's going to help for a nice cargo space or cargo station. I'm going to completely destroy this area highway wise, right? Let's just get rid of that, and instead we're starting off with a nice highway exit points that we can have in all directions, right? So we want to get to the south there as well, as this will be the southernmost entrance. I mean, it depends on where you look. Let's just look like this, to the southernmost entrance into my city, right? So this is the next highway. We might actually make a highway going all the way over here, ending then at Lafayette City Park somewhere there, perhaps, if traffic is that bad. And since I'm also a sucker for those highway interchanges, we already use one here, so that's a three-way exit. This is a roundabout exit. This is three-way too. We are going to use the stack interchange here now, this one, that goes then in all directions for heavy traffic, as I'm expecting, yeah, heavier traffic in this area for sure. Let's just see that we do have a bit of space right next to it. And boom, there we have it in all its glory, a new interchange. Of course, a bit naked at the moment, but we are going to make certain this is no longer the case soon. Let's also add once more the highway to that. And this one here. And on the other side as well. I need to make sure that this is already occupied. What are you talking about? Not. There it is. No more problem. That we have that on either side. Here we continue then into the city. I've also deleted the tracks here, so we will need to make sure that this is working again. Where's the track system? There it is actually, so let's just get over that. Perhaps we need to move a bit further into the mountain area. Right here, right, so that I have space here for the tracks or for the street then. And there we also have our country road that is coming together then here with the highway once more, just as it should be. And over here, well, we can now have our new industrial zone. And this just leads then right into one of these roundabouts. I'm going to use the high capacity one for now. Perhaps we are going to change that to a better one in the future, because it is actually called high capacity, but I've seen that it's actually breaking easily. Wait a second, there is also this problem here. I think there is a pedestrian, is that right? Yes, there should of course be no pedestrian crossings anywhere on this highway, since we actually have pedestrians over, right? On pedestrian streets on top of that. So let's just get rid of these, so that's not causing any ruckus overall. And in the center here, this one I think it is going around, so that's our highway, so that we use the right signs. Here also, there you go, perfect. That should be working now fine. And then we can really start with our little, our little industrial zone. I'm going ahead. I'm having my avenue once more that we can use then in this area. Let's just get this one over. I mean, we have right now, unfortunately, the city border here, right? So we are going to make sure that we are building as close to that as possible for now. And later on, I will then just expand into that so that we have our first one, and then we have a bit of a bit of a junction here for this area. And then smaller traffic going into these areas. That would be that one. Very close actually to my highway, but we are going to make use of that. And this one. Right, so that is only one block that we have on that side. I would also, what I would like to do right away is I would like to have my little energy district that we can really start up. We probably are going to have it on that side here. There is already now the entrance coming from the highway here. So I'm just going to have, there is no roundabout here at the moment, right? Just going to be a small avenue. And we're just going to have now the highway in and out on that side. And then there is a little street going away, basically. That's it, right? Nothing else along the tracks that we have there, perhaps. Yep, let's make this one along the tracks. Just to that side. And here, ladies and gents, this is going to be our high energy area, right? So this is an area where lots of energy is being generated for us. Because I also want to get rid of my oil and my coal power plants that we still have in use, right? It's basically for hundreds of years now. For 36 years, to be honest. They've been used quite a lot, and we have better technology available for that, and we have the money for that. So this is the point of interest for us. Now, what I will definitely need is my pipes though. So we are going to use the pipe system that we already have from the farming district. Just goes all along here towards this energy district then. There you go. And then it also goes to the other side, of course, for my industrial zone. And this is going to be generic industry only, right? So it's going to be normal factories, you might say, that is using some traffic and stuff like that, some cargo and stuff like that. The other thing is here, I think we can still squeeze this in. I would like to have a little cargo train station, right? So that is absolutely possible. Let's just use this one here too. Right, that's the second cargo station. We can use it here. And there is going to be, from that point of view, a bridge for 10 meters up to the other side. Just hope that we can make this one work here. There you go. We could do it like that. Absolutely. I mean, depends on how much traffic we have. This might be totally screwed. We could also make a smaller roundabout than here. Yeah, something like that. This is, yeah. It's definitely now, though, a little bridge there. Let's actually make this one look a bit better. There you go. So the slope is not so steep. And this goes over there. And here we are just going to have then our cargo station. There you go. This is also delivering oil, by the way, for the oil power plants. Not really. We're not using them anymore. There you go. And then also here. Bit of a curvy there. That's not looking so great. Much better. Perfect. Curves are fine. So this is now working, hopefully as intended then. Does it have water? It has water. Perfect. Goes over there to the other side here for the cargo, right? Inbound and outbound. And that's basically it. What we should be having here, though, is a tiny, tiny fire station and a tiny, tiny police station. Just in case anything happens here. I think we have a smaller one there. There you go. That's really that. And then it's all industry. Let's place it. And it's done. I mean, it's so nice when everything is empty and clean, right? Tidy. And there's going to be so much truck traffic here. For this block, basically. For the cargo station, then, of course. And I'm expecting lots of traffic on this bridge there, too, over the highway, basically. Now, very good. That's that. What I can do now is, and what I should be doing now, is we're getting rid of this one. Yep, absolutely. And that's going to hurt us a bit. It's going to hurt us a tiny bit because it's a lot of taxpayers that we lose this way. Let's just start with this one. And let's start with this one. There you go. Some of you might be complaining now, why did I not plan ahead like this before that? Because it would make sense. Why would I start a city and have an industrial zone over there, so far away, and a tiny village city here? It doesn't make sense. I like to have cities growing organically, right? We had the industry. It is now way too close to the city. It needs to go away. The streets we can use, there's going to be some office space and stuff like that appearing then. Some residents living here. And they're actually pretty close to the highway too. Getting to their workplaces is fine. And that's just how cities grow, in my opinion, anyway. Now, let's just also get rid of them. Let's not get rid of too many at once, because I think we might be running into financial problems then. Let's just get rid of them for now here. Right. Sorry, pals. Look at all the pollution in this area. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. What a dirty ground this is. Lots of chemicals might be here. So this tree should be growing back again soon. I'm still positive though on the balance. That is fine. We should at the same time, yes, see new industry popping up on that side. So they're kind of like moving over now. What I will need to do real quick as an ad hoc solution, I'm going to have power line. This is really cheap stuff, so it's absolutely fine doing it for now. And I'm just going to have this power line connecting with that system and with the cargo station here. But as I said, there's going to be a power area here soon. Oh, there's a cargo train. Goodbye. Oh, there are already trucks coming into that station here from the highway. All right, I guess they're coming from this here still, right? Moving on the highway. And you're just so fast on the highway. These are very long cargo trains there with 2 locomotives as well. I just can't watch trains all day long, really. This area is coming along now. We should give this district a name, by the way. Or we just should form a district here after all. Right. How's it called? Forest District. That's not a proper name for it. Going to call this Industry East, as it is right now, because it's on the eastern side of my city, if I look at it like that, right? Over here. And Industry East will also have the energy district then as well in it. There you go. That's fine. And with that, we can also give it policies that would be possible here. One of them is pretty important, the recycling one. And let's also have the smoke detector distributions in industry areas. Tend to have lots of that. There should be garbage disposal here as well. So I might think about a recycling station. I mean, unfortunately, these trucks will probably use the highway and get into my city then. Because there's not enough garbage here to collect. Yeah, it's fine. Let's have a recycling center here too. Right next to my police station and fire station. Yep, and that is growing now. Perfect. Now, it's all about the energy. And the energy is over there. We already have the power line now that goes to my city. And for this district, we got a few new buildings available. The first one is the solar power plant. It is really expensive. 100,000 for this one here. But it is also producing a lot, up to 160 megawatt. And this is the area for that. Why? It's flat, right? It has sun all day long. And this is where it's producing a lot of its energy then. 160 as opposed to the oil power plant that was 120, but also cost like 40,000 less. Now we are still going to build this. We also have the dam, hydropower plant dam. That would be a possibility over here then, or here where we have the river. Absolutely, we could think about something like that. For now though, the power is going to be fine from this. And we also have the geothermal power plant. That's 80,000. It's by far not producing enough though, or even it's producing half of what the solar power plant can do. So not a very good trade-off. But I like to have, you know, a bit of diversity here, so we're just going with that. We also have the nuclear power plants then available later on. Yeah, perhaps we're doing that. And the solar updraft tower, 240 megawatt for 112,000. This is actually something I like. So we're going to have this tower here. That's going to be one of my first ones. And we're going to have the solar power plant that we can hopefully squeeze in over here. We could have several of them here together. Yes, there can be 3 squeezed into that area. And this one, actually move this one. Yeah, let's move it over there for now, because then I can have my collectors in this area coming together. That's my energy production for now. There's water missing again. You know what? This doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. I would have my whole energy production just like here without any protection. We should have this in a bit more remote areas. So what I would like to do right now is I'm going ahead and I'm going to have a street that kind of like goes from over here, right? Somewhere in this area. There you go. And this street goes down under by 10 meters. I think we can then make this one work. Because the thing is, those power plants will need workers that need to commute there, right? And we should make sure that they can actually get to their workplaces. And there is the street coming out just under the tracks, right? Over here. And we are going to have then our own little energy district piling up here. And it is going to be surrounded by fences and stuff, because these energy districts, of course, need to be protected. There you can go with another one over here. We do need a bit of water. These guys, of course. And we still need to connect them with the power cable. The first one is here. You should never have just one power cable though, or something like that. And the other one goes away from the other side, providing the city, right? Or supplying the city with power then. There you go. There we have now the connection made. Basically, right? So this one is now going to be that area. We can then add several of them if I have the money. Right now I don't. Here. And this whole area is really a bit remote. It has its own tunnel, right? And we can then add gradually protection to it, like fences and stuff like that. And what we're also going to have in the meantime, I'm going to get rid of my coal power plants, but the oil power plants I'm going to keep. And we're just going to move them to the other side. But moving is a bit expensive. 30,000. I'm just going to use the move tool and cheat my way over there. I don't want to spend so much money on that now. That's the dirty old industry. That's going to be on that side. Look at how the smoke moves with me. And we still have a couple of them, I think. There is another one that I can use. Let's get this one over. There you go. And the last one. They will need trucks, right? They will need oil. And so there is going to be a bit of traffic then here in these areas. There you go. And perhaps we also give this one its own streets, its own textures. So I think we have this one available. How's it looking? It's looking okay. Right, so that's just the street going over there for this district. And then we'll just think about something, how we can separate this one even further. There's still this street layout here. Who knows for what we're going to use this. Perhaps for a bit of more industry than later on. It's looking a bit naked out here too. So let's just add some trees, especially here along the tracks. I can't afford any more power plants though, unfortunately, right? We're pretty low on money once more. And I need to be very careful how I spend it. And then we're just going to add more trees here. This is really looking naked right now. And then especially, of course, here in this interchange. There you go. Looking much better already. Perhaps a few trees here. So this whole area is a bit hidden there right now. This makes sense, really. We don't want anyone to really find out the location. I mean, you can see where the power plants are, right? But how to get there should be a bit more difficult to get. Right, this is a very important district after all. And we might actually make its own district out of it. Just over here then. The Myrtle Park right now. Let's actually keep it Myrtle Park. And from the cargo stations, there's already also some truck traffic now getting outbound. Coming from the trains and stuff like that. Going into my industrial zone and then also, of course, getting the cargo out again. There is some worker problem here right now, not enough workers. It's, of course, pretty common because it's a bit far away, so people really have to commute a long distance for that. We can reduce the amount of jobs available, so people are more likely to get there, right? So I'm further reducing it. We have enough tax income still, so it's not even hurting us that much getting rid of all of that. And since we have a pretty high demand for residentials, we could also go ahead now and have this one here being a residential zone. And I think we're actually going to do this. Oh, there's also a bit of a traffic jam, but in a very strange way. There's lots of traffic coming to this highway. There's not that much traffic going on here though. Mostly from my Nightlife district. That is looking fantastic by now. Now we'll have to figure out a way what's happening in this on this highway there, on this roundabout. For now though, I would still like to add a couple of things here. Also, by the way, some office space now, right? So we should get more offices on the way. As basically they provide jobs as well. So this whole area, there's still lots of pollution, so let's keep clear of that. And then some more stuff here and more commercials along the main roads. So this is probably never changing really. As I'm just going to keep that here. And also a few more here, right? And then in this area, which is a bit greener looking, go ahead and add some residents. And let's keep this area available for now, for a buffer perhaps between the highway and my residents. I mean, there is a highway. Let's actually get rid of these guys here and have some offices there. I think that's better. And there's going to be more residents than here in between. So this is all coming along. It's going to take a while, of course, for it to form. And I just hope that we can grow this one quickly. And then I will have to have a look at what's really going on at this roundabout. There is a lot of traffic coming in. That traffic flow is at 70% only at the moment. We need to work on that. Oh, lots of them want to get into this area. But what's exactly going on here? I guess this Nightlife district really causing that much traffic? It seems like it. Where do you want to go? To the outlet shop? Oh, they all want to go to the casino. Yeah, casino and the event hall. And there's no real other entrance to it, right? Other than this one. Alright, I'm actually going to make this one a one-way street, I think. I think this will solve part of the problem because there's really a lot of inbound traffic. And this one there. Turn it around. Right, so they all move then into the inner area there. Most of them already want to go to the casino so they can live. Yeah, we'll just see how it turns out at the end, to be honest. There's just too much traffic coming in at the moment to handle, really. For this zone, look at that. Very strange. I did not expect so much traffic to appear here. So we need to perhaps make the inner road there a bit larger. Yep. At the moment, it's a small road connecting those two. I might actually make a bigger road out of that. But that's something for later. Let's just wait for this to grow. And also what I can do now is, yep, easily I can get rid of these coal power plants. They're dirty anyway. Polluting stuff, costing me money, and power-wise, it should not really change anything. Look at that. We are having a production of almost a gigawatt at this point, and we only use almost 300 megawatts. So we have so much power for a long way to go, and this is just really all happening in this area. So we should make sure that this area is safe. That's probably one of my next tasks then. And this zone is also almost fully completed or used up, so we need more. We need more space. And we need more areas. Stay tuned.